Dark reactions, the photosynthetic process in which food or sugar molecules are formed from carbon dioxide from the atmosphere with the use of ATP, can occur in the dark as long as ATP is present. Death rate, the ratio between deaths and individuals in a specified population at a particular time. Decay series. Most radioisotopes do not decay into a stable daughter element in one single decay, but rather through a series of radioactive intermediaries. Deciduous, term applied to trees that lose the leaves and have dormancy period at least once per year. Deletion, the loss of a chromosome segment without altering the number of chromosomes. Deoxyribonucleic acid or DNA, a nucleic acid composed of two polynucleotide strands wound around a central axis to form a double helix, the repository of genetic information. Nucleic acid that functions as the physical carrier of inheritance for 99% of all species. The molecule is double-stranded and composed of two strands in an antiparallel and complementary arrangement. The basic unit, the nucleotide, consists of a molecule of deoxyribose sugar, a phosphate group, and one of 4 nitrogen bases. Deoxyribose, 5-carbon sugar found in nucleotides of DNA. Dermal system, plant organ system that provides the covering for the plant. Dermis, one of the 2 layers of skin, a connective tissue layer under the epidermis containing elastic and collagen fibers, capillary networks, and nerve endings. Desmosome, a circular region of membrane cemented to an adjacent membrane by a molecular glue made of polysaccharides, found in tissues that undergo stretching. Deuterostomes, animals in which the first opening that appear in the embryo becomes the anus, while the mouth appears at the other end of the digestive system. Main groups include chordates and echinoderms. Devonian, Devonian period of geological time from 410 to 360 million years before the present. Life on land diversified with the amphibians appearing late in this period. Plants underwent major changes including the development of forests and seeds. In the water, fish diversified into all modern groups as well as numerous now extinct forms. Diabetes mellitus types 1 and 2, a disorder associated with defects in insulin action. Type 1 diabetes is characterized by inadequate insulin secretion. Type 2 diabetes is characterized by impaired insulin secretion in response to elevated blood glucose levels or by loss of sensitivity to insulin by target cells. Diaphragm, a dome-shaped muscle that separates the thoracic and abdominal cavities. Dicots, one of the main types of flowering plants, characterized by having 2 cotyledons, floral organs arranged in cycles of 4 or 5, and leaves with reticulate veins. Includes trees except conifers and most ornamental and crop plants. Diencephalon, part of the forebrain, consists of the thalamus and hypothalamus. Diffusion, the spontaneous movement of particles from an area of higher concentration to an area of lower concentration. Digestion, the process of breaking down food into its molecular and chemical components so that These nutrient molecules can cross plasma membranes. Digestive system. One of 11 major body organ systems in animals, converts food from the external environment into nutrient molecules that can be used and stored by the body and eliminates solid waste. Involves 5 functions: movement, secretion, digestion, absorption, and elimination. Dihybrid cross. In genetics, a cross that involves 2 sets of characteristics. Dinosaurs. Any of the Mesozoic diapsids, once considered to be reptiles, belonging to the groups designated as Ornithischians and Saurischians. Dioecious. Term applied to plants having separate male and female plants. Diploid. Cells that contain homologous chromosomes. The number of chromosomes in the cells is the diploid number and is equal to 2n. N is the number of homologous pairs. Directional selection. A process of natural selection that tends to favor phenotypes at one extreme of the phenotypic range. Dominance. The property of one of a pair of alleles that suppresses the expression of the other member of the pair in heterozygotes. Duodenum. The upper part of the small intestine. Duplication. An extra copy of a chromosome segment without altering the number of chromosomes. Dystrophin. Protein making up to only 0.002% of all protein in skeletal muscle, but which appears vital for proper functioning of the muscle. Sufferers of muscular dystrophy appear to lack dystrophin.